Good morning and welcome to another edition of Tales from the Barn. Good morning, yes, and let's crack on straight on with the story today. Takes me back to 1992. I remember it well. I remember I moved from Somerset to Oxfordshire to work on a farm estate for a Prince Bandar bin Sultan, a former ambassador to the US. He purchased this farm estate, lovely place, and transformed it. And he wanted somebody up there to look after his vehicles and machinery. And that was me. So, fantastic place, really enjoyed the job. And while I was there, I used to order parts for the workshop, and they were delivered by a van delivery company. So, anyway, I remember this one particular day. I must just say, because it was a country estate, there was no houses as next door neighbours. There was, the next door neighbour was probably a quarter of a mile just up the road. But anyway, van driver comes in with some parts for me, and he said to me, "I'm really pushed today, mate." He said, "Would you be so kind as to drop this parcel off? It's for one of your neighbours." And I looked at it, it's a long, thin cardboard box tube type thing. And I said, "Yeah, sure, no problem." I said, "Who's it for?" And I looked on the address, and it was just up the lane from me. And it said on there, all it said was Stuart. The name Stuart and the address. And I found that it had been sent from South Africa, so must have been fairly important. Anyway, I took it home that afternoon, and I thought, I'll deal with that in the morning. I'll go and do that in the morning. And while I was at home, I used to have a lovely little golden Labrador dog, and Misty, her name was, and she was a little bit, she tended to chew things. She was one of those chewy ones. And I remember getting up in the morning, and I noticed the end of the box, what I'd left downstairs, and it had been chewed. And I noticed these, it was like a wooden broom handle type thing, had been chewed. So I was not best happy because it wasn't mine and I had to deliver it. Anyway, later that morning, I took it to its owner. And I remember driving to the place, had a little driveway, and I get this box out the back, and I thought, oh no, I got to explain what had happened to it. And took it up, knocked the door, and the person came to the door to accept the parcel, and it turned out to be one of my old-time heroes from the band The Police, Stuart Copeland, the drummer. Yes, fantastic guy, always wanted to meet him. Never know he lived just up the road from me. And then I had to explain what had happened. And I explained to him, I'm sorry, I've got a dog who's a bit chewy, and she chewed it. And he was great about it. He was great. But the thing about this story was, while I was there, we spoke nothing about the band, and his musical things he used to do, and his drumming and everything. He sat down on his drums in his lounge, and he gave me he rolled off a couple of noises on it, and which was fantastic. But all we spoke about was his love for polo, and that's what was in the box. These polo mallets, I don't know what they're called, polo sticks, had been sent over from his home in South Africa, and they were his favourite ones. And I had to say that the end of one of them had been chewed by my dog. Not a problem, he said. Not a problem, I'll get over that. He said, I'll just rub it down. And so, great guy. And yeah, little story there. Stuart Copeland of The Police. So, love to you all. Please look after yourselves. Stay safe. We're getting there. I know, it doesn't come too soon, does it? So, love to you all. We'll be back out to see you soon. Goodbye for now.